Hello foodies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing a review of a recent lunch I had at the Roof Milano. The address is Via Alberico Albricci. It's inside the Square Milano Duomo Hotel and on the top floor. So you go to the hotel and they just tell you to go to the top floor. I think it's the 13th floor. And we were there for lunch, and they have a really good business business set lunch menu. And for that, you can either have a salad and then dessert, and then your water and a coffee for 30 euros, or you can have a first course and a dessert, water and coffee for $30, or you can have a second course, which is a main, and a dessert, water and coffee for 34 euros. I think that's a very good deal. And if you look at their website, it looks like one of these happening places with a jet set lifestyle, young people. But we were there at lunch, and we were surprised how many business people were actually there. I think we were the only tourists there. Most other people looked like they were business people, and they were there for lunch. And it was really professional. But the menu was really good in terms of the pricing, and the place. Wow, the view is absolutely spectacular. Here's the view, and I can imagine at happy hour it must be crowded with the business crowd or the partying crowd later at night. But we were there for lunch, and it was great. It was windy, and it was very sunny. So if you look at the tables that are seated here, we actually didn't sit at these tables. We sat outside, but inwards. If you were just outside, there's no shading there, and you'd be kind of have a lot of sun. Whereas the inside tables on the outside patio had a little bit of shading, and so it was much more comfortable, and that's where most people were seated. The 34 euro set lunch, and there's a number of choices, but I had cotoletta, which is the breaded veal Milanese style, and a little bit of salad on top and lemon. Perfect. The perfect pairing with this is Franciacorta sparkling, which is from the region near Milan. And so that was a perfect pairing, in my opinion. And look at the sizes of this cotoletta. I mean, it's huge. Probably two people could share this. The tomatoes were as fresh as they look. The greens were great. So I thought this was wonderful. In fact, I think this was probably the best cotoletta I had in Milan. And really happy. If you think of that, 34 euros, that you'd probably be happy to pay that for this size of main course. But you also get dessert plus your water, which is still our sparkling, plus coffee. My wife had the $30 set lunch, which was a first course. And the first course, one of the first courses they offered was Italian or Milanese risotto with ossobuco. That's a meal in itself. It's still very nice. It's probably not as big as the cotoletta, but still sizable. I wouldn't call this a appy for sure. In terms of it wasn't an appy size. So again, the risotto was done very nicely. The ossobuco was very nice. So it was no slouch in terms of the food. So I was really surprised how good the quality of the food was, given the place is stunning, and you always think with a stunning patio, it's not the food is going to be secondary. I thought it was excellent. Here's a video of our meal, and you can see the size of the cotoletta, really deep fried, looked very nice to me. Same thing with the risotto. It's really nice and yellow with the saffron. With the desserts, which also included, I had the 3 chocolate Haspir with passion fruit, and I thought it was excellent. So inside you have almost like a passion fruit kind of a jelly inside, and so I thought it was really nice. My wife had the tiramisu, so it's tiramisu with liquid tiramisu and salted lemon and licorice, and really it was good. By itself, if you were ordering this, it would be 12 euro. And so it did have alcohol. You could taste it, but very traditionally made. All in all, I think it's a really good restaurant. Service was friendly. Everyone spoke English. The place was magnificent. The food was great. So I would strongly recommend this restaurant, at least for lunch. I don't know if dinner will be a bit more busy, but it was great. Very relaxing. We had lots of time. No one rushed us. Great table. Everything about this was great. It was probably our best meal in Milan. Really enjoyed the place. So I would strongly recommend it. And, I would, I'm kind of confused why it's not Michelin recommended. It's probably not at the 1 star level yet. I would have to eat a little bit more there, but definitely should be a Michelin recommended restaurant based on just the atmosphere and the food quality. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy eating.